So if you got a mortgage for £200,000, every month that you pay, your £200,000 outstanding will remain the same. At the end of the term, the bank will require you to pay back that full amount. Most people don't take out residential mortgages as interest only. They would take it out as repayment. Usually an interest only mortgage would be taken out if somebody is doing a buy to let. Sometimes people take it out because they can't afford the repayment mortgage. It can be risky, especially if you don't have a repayment vehicle at the end of that term. I have been talking to a lot of people recently that are a little bit older and are in a bit of a bind because they took out interest-only mortgages. They're now 57, 58. The bank is saying, well, you now owe me £250,000. They can't get a remortgage, and they're a little bit stuck. So just be really careful if you're doing an interest-only mortgage unless it is a buy-to-let property. Timelines to buy a new home, it takes longer than you think. 4 to 6 months. 50% of all mortgages do not go through. So keep that in mind. It's not as easy as it seems on television. If you're doing a remortgage, it's 7 to 10 weeks. A product transfer, which would be you're currently with a particular bank, you're just switching to a different product with that same lender, that's 1 to 2 weeks. Now, additional expenses. As I was saying, and Hope will elaborate on this, if you're living at home, you're probably not thinking about the additional expenses that are involved in owning your own home. So you hear a lot of people like, oh, I'd rather be paying a mortgage than putting some money in someone else's pocket by paying rent. Keep in mind, when you pay rent, if the roof falls in, if the boiler breaks, if something goes wrong in that house, the landlord is responsible for that. When you own the property, you're responsible for everything. So when you purchase the property, you're going to have the cost of moving. You're going to have solicitor's fees. If you're buying a house, you're required by law to have building insurance. You're going to have moving costs and running costs and things that you never expected because you bought the house and the seller didn't tell you that there was a hole in the roof or that the boiler was about to go out. So always assess if you're going to be able to afford this new place.